Yo, boys, what's up? We have our first full NBA slate today on Wednesday, so we have a ton of games to look at, and we have a ton of player props to choose from. I got 4 of my favorite plays for you guys in this video. We will hop into them very quickly. Before we do, make sure to drop a like on the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you guys don't miss any of the free pick videos I post every single day on this channel for NBA, MLB, college football, NFL, everything. We post everything. So if you're betting on it, we post videos here on this channel every single day. So make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of those free pick videos. Before we hop into the video, by the way, guys, make sure you guys listen to the next 2 minutes of this video. I'm going to guarantee you guys money. You're obviously watching this video because you're betting on these games anyway, and you're looking for some advice for sports betting. I can give you guys the best advice possible, and that is to get these deposit matches on all of these apps. So every single one of these apps, when you download them and use a certain code, they offer a deposit match, which is basically free money. If you live in any one of these white states right here, or Canada, either one. If you live anywhere in here, you need to get these deposit matches. So you guys could go down below and download this chalkboard app right here. Use promo code GHOST. So just like this is all caps, right? Code GHOST. It asks you when you download these apps, if you have a promo code, you could type in GHOST. And if you do type in code GHOST before you deposit, you get a $100 deposit match. So you guys can do that on Chalkboard. You guys can even do that on Sleeper as well. So you guys can get $200 if you get both apps. And you could do it on a third app. So we have Parlay Play as well. The only difference is this is code GHOSTLOCKS, all caps. So make sure you use the correct code on the correct app. Just look at what it says and use the correct code if you actually want that $100 deposit match. But I tell people this all the time. Deposit matches are the easiest way to make money. So code GHOSTLOCKS on Parlay Play, and then code GHOST on Sleeper, GHOST on Chalkboard, and Chalkboard and Sleeper are my 2 favorite apps to bet on for the NBA. So these are the best NBA apps to bet on, and they drop promos just like this LeBron one all the time. So go down to all the links below. It looks like this on the App Store. Use the links below, download these apps, use promo code GHOST, get $100 for free. And again, all those links are down below, but let's hop into the video. So the first play I have for you guys, we'll just go with it since it's already right here, super quick and easy. We're going to go with Clint Capela over 10 rebounds. So he cashed for us on this play a ton last year for us. And you guys will see that theme throughout this video. We're using a lot of guys that helped us win a lot of money last year. So he's one of those guys. 10 rebounds, way too low of a line. Last year, his line was consistently at 10.5, if not 11.5. So his line being at 10 to start the season is just classically, a classic situation of it's low because it's the start of the season. We haven't seen him do it in a minute, but you guys can see even at the end of last season, he hit this 4 out of his last 5 games. His last game, he had 17 rebounds. Playing the Nets, not a great rebounding team. And I swear every single time this guy plays Claxton, he kills him on the boards. And when I say we cashed on his rebounds a lot last year, a lot of those games were against Claxton. So I really like Capela playing against the Nets in this situation, 10 rebounds. I'm basically going to take this guy's over 10 rebounds every single time it's set at 10, because even if he only gets 10, we still push, and it's still a good day because we don't lose any money with a push. So I like the fact it's at a flat 10, not 10.5. So I really like that line right there. We're going to stick with Capela right there. The second play we're going to go with is Haliburton over 9.5 assists. So if you guys know anything about Haliburton, especially last regular season, the first half for sure, and then even the second half of the regular season, his assist line being at 9.5 it's a promo. Damn near. His line is always at 10.5 or 11.5. I've seen it at 12.5. I have seen a game where his line was at 13.5 assists because that is all this guy does, especially against the Detroit Pistons. Every single time this guy plays the Pistons, he hits his assist line. Knock on wood, I don't want to jinx it. Literally all you have to worry about with this play, and I don't want to hype it up too much to where people are just throwing their car payments and mortgages down on this play, because I hate when that happens. Don't get me wrong. Obviously, he could miss this play. I'm not saying this is a guaranteed lock of the century. What I am saying, though, is as long as this game's not a blowout to where he's out during the fourth quarter, we should be good. He should hit this as long as it's not a blowout. That is the only thing I would worry about, is a blowout. It's definitely possible to play the Pistons, but right now the spread is only at 5. So the sports books, casinos, they don't think it's going to be a blowout. And so if they don't think it's going to be a blowout, odds are it won't be. And if this actually is a game where he's playing a decent amount of minutes in the fourth quarter, 9.5 assists against the Pistons, I'm taking that every single day for Haliburton. Literally every single game, 9.5 against the Pistons, I am taking that. The third play we have is going to be Scoot Henderson. We're taking his over at 4.5 assists. I'm shocked this is only at 4.5. I think it's going to get bumped before tip off. You guys can see what he did last year, and pretty much every single one of his lines he crushed last season, because the second half of last season you had Anthony Simons out for a lot of those games. And Scoot Henderson really stepped up and played a great role in those games. So obviously, looking at this, it looks amazing, but we do need to remember that Simons was out during those games. So that kind of puts it into perspective of, okay, well then maybe he really isn't that good in getting all these assists. However, Malcolm Brogdon is not on this team anymore, and he was taking a lot of playing time from him last year. So now that he's not here, Scoot Henderson is a legitimate starter for this team. Playing the Warriors, last time he played the Warriors last year, his last game against the Warriors, he had, I want to say it was 12 assists he had against the Warriors. So he crushed this line against the Warriors. Yeah, it's right here. So he had 12 assists against the Warriors. Absolutely killed the line. The game before that, he did not play that many minutes because Brogdon was playing, but Brogdon in his exact position had 12 assists against the Warriors too. So the Trail Blazers guard against the Warriors consistently hits this line of 4.5 assists. And that in general, 4.5 assists for Scoot Henderson this year is really low. I think Scoot's normal line for the rest of the year is going to be about 6.5. Like by All-Star break, you're going to see that line consistently be around 6.5 assists. So I like his over 4.5 assists right there. And then the fourth and final play I have for you guys is going to be my boy Buddy Hield. Now, this play is probably my favorite play of the day. If you guys don't know, I am a Warriors fan. Now, I'm not saying that because I'm biased. I'm saying that because that means I watch every single game. I watch all the preseason games. I've been watching these guys since 2012, right? So I know what I'm talking about when it comes to the Warriors and just how they play their offense, and especially guys like Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson leaving, Buddy Hield is coming into the perfect situation. He's obviously one of the best shooters in the NBA and always has been since he's been in the league. But he has never been on a team that sets him up for as many shots or as many open shots as the Warriors will. They get rid of Klay Thompson and they are putting Buddy Hield exactly in Klay Thompson's position from last year. They're using all the exact same plays, the exact same schemes, screens, stuff like that to get Buddy Hield open and get him shots. 9.5 points is way too low. Klay Thompson's line last year was consistently at 18.5, 19.5, 20.5 points. They're putting Buddy Hield exactly in that same position. And Buddy Hield, whether you guys want to believe it or not, go look at the stats from last year. Buddy Hield at this point in their careers, as much as I love Klay Thompson because I've been a fan of the Warriors forever and I love the guy, right now in their careers, Buddy Hield is a better shooter than Klay Thompson. So if you're going to put Klay Thompson's line at 18.5 last year when he was shooting like crap, now you're going to put Buddy Hield in that position who is shooting amazing. I'm taking his over at 9.5 points right there. He could hit this in threes alone. He might just go out there and hit, 4 for 8 on threes and cash this in 3-pointers alone, let alone free throws, layups. You guys get the idea. But I really like Buddy Hield. I think he's going to average about 15 points a game this year. I really do. So I think that line for Buddy Hield is way, way too low. But these are going to be the plays for the games on Wednesday. Guys, remember, make sure to drop a like on the video. I'd really appreciate that. And then do not forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of the free pick videos that I post every single day on this channel. Tomorrow we have Thursday night football, so be ready and looking out for that. And last but not least, before we get out of here, guys, remember, go get your deposit match money. All the plays I just showed you guys, you can bet on those plays and not even be using your own money. You could be using deposit match money on those plays, so it's essentially free plays for you, and you don't even have to risk any money. You just have to download either Parlay Play with code GHOSTLOCKS or Sleeper or Chalkboard with code GHOST. I would recommend these two apps. These are amazing apps, especially for the NBA. I love them. So just make sure it's all caps code GHOST on one of those apps. Put that in before you deposit. Deposit $100, you get another $100 for free. And again, all these links are down below, and you could get it in these states. But other than that, guys, these are the plays for all the games on Wednesday. Good luck with all your bets, and I'll catch you in the next video.